Hi, I'm Tatiana Dyachenko, and this video is about psychosomatic problems in victims of narcissistic parents. Psychosomatic disease is a medical condition caused by psychological reasons, such as stress. And I got a message from a 23-year-old guy named Alex, a son of a narcissistic father. And to learn more about consequences of narcissistic abuse, please subscribe to my channel, click the button below this video and the bell, and you will get notification about my next videos. In his letter, Alex said, "My mom saw your videos and told me about them, and it helped us to understand my father. And I'm sure my father is a narcissist. He has never praised me for any of my achievements. My good deeds are always ignored and devalued, and my bad deeds are punished. And no matter what I achieved, my father let me know that I am worthless, that I have to achieve something greater, that I have to be better. When I was a child, I admired him and tried to be perfect, but it was never enough." And this type of fathers is a narcissistic perfectionist type. They have an image of an ideal child, and the real child will never meet this criteria, because the standards of an ideal child is always changing, moving up, getting higher. It's impossible to be good enough, so don't even try. And Alex continues, "That's why I think I'm a perfectionist. I feel as I always must do things as perfectly as possible so that I can get at least a little recognition from my father. When I was at school, I was always stressed because it was not possible to do everything perfect. I got bad grades because I focused too much on getting it too perfect instead of focusing on the important things, on learning. And I feel huge guilt if I do something not perfect." A narcissistic father makes children to be perfectionists, and they are worried about how they look, how they perform, what are their grades, and they have performance motivation, not mastery motivation, which prevents them from learning. And on top of this, it's creates a lot of anxiety and guilt. And it's a big contribution to psychosomatic problems. Typical phrases my dad says: "Who are you? What do you want? What did you want? What have you done in your life? What have you done great? No matter what I do and how I do, he always hurts me. And I can't defend myself. In my childhood, I cried a lot because I couldn't defend myself from him and from other people. I didn't have this inner strength. I still lack this power. And I can't defend myself when someone verbally or physically attacks me." When you suffer from domestic abuse as a child, you are easily becoming a victim among peers. At school, bullies, they are like sharks. They feel your wounds created by your father and attack you. So you are under double stress. You're stressed at home, you're stressed in school. And I feel so sorry that you have had this experience. Alex said, "This stress has psychosomatic effects on me. I have ankylosing spondylitis and hypothyroidism." Ankylosing spondylitis is a chronic inflammatory autoimmune disease. It can cause some of the small bones in the spine to fuse. Symptoms include pain and stiffness in the lower back, hips, and shoulders. AS, occurs when the immune system mistakenly attacks healthy joints, mainly in the spine. This immune response causes inflammation, which contributes to pain and stiffness in the joints. Autoimmune disease is genetic. There is a strong link between AS and HLA-B27 gene. HLA is human leukocyte antigen, a gene complex responsible for the regulation of the immune system in humans. Ironically, Alex inherited ankylosing spondylitis from his father. Even genetically, his father hurts him. According to the research, about 90% of patients with ankylosing spondylitis have this gene. But only 1 to 2% of the people with the gene will have ankylosing spondylitis. It means environmental factors are much more powerful than genetic predisposition, and it can be explained with epigenetic effect. Epigenetics is a new science which says that your lifestyle influences your gene expressions. It can turn on or turn off your genes. If you lead a healthy lifestyle, your bad genes might never be expressed. And if you live in constant toxic stress and you poison yourself, they are more likely to be expressed. Because Alex has been living in constant toxic stress, he is affected by a negative environmental factor. And probably this is the reason why he has AS, ankylosing spondylitis. The psychological meaning of this medical condition is also impressive. It's symbolic. When you have an autoimmune disease, your immune system is attacking yourself instead of defending. A narcissistic father is attacking Alex and has been attacking all his life, and this external voice are becoming an internal voice of Alex. And now not only father is attacking him, but Alex himself is attacking him. It's a double burden. He's criticizing himself, he's blaming himself for imperfection. He's supposed to defend himself from his father, but he is directing this aggression towards himself. This is exactly what his immune system is doing. Instead of defending himself from viruses, from bacteria, external enemies, his immune system attacking his healthy joints. Emotional or mental health symptoms are common in patients with thyroid dysfunction. People with hypothyroidism may experience anxiety, irritability, depression, poor concentration, or slow information processing. This meta-analysis establishes the association between autoimmune thyroiditis and depression and anxiety disorder. Association or correlation does not imply causation. It means we don't know what causes what. Probably stress and anxiety is the environmental factor which turns on the gene of autoimmune thyroiditis. So it can be explained with epigenetic effect too. This next research on mice illustrates this idea. According to the study, stressful life events are considered a risk factor for autoimmune disorders. The findings suggest that there is a chain of events whereby stress exposure changes to gut bacteria and changes to immune cells lead to a higher risk of an autoimmune attack. Autoimmune disease is when your defense mechanism is working not against the external enemy, but against yourself. And probably it happened because in your childhood you was not allowed to defend yourself. You was allowed to be a perfectionist and punish yourself, feel guilty, feel fear. And you need to remember, you are not your enemy. You are your best friend, and please be kind and gentle with yourself. Take care of yourself. You can use emotional freedom technique to release emotional charge you have collected throughout these years. Tap on your fear, guilt, self-hatred. Get rid of them. You don't need them anymore. You don't need to punish yourself. Also, I recommend you therapy, meditation, daily physical exercises, vagus nerve stimulation exercise, eat healthy, sleep enough, and it will give you more energy. Epigenetic effect works both ways, and if you lead a healthy lifestyle and reduce stress, toxic stress, I'm sure it will help you with your symptoms. And I wish you to be happy and healthy. If you like this video, click like, subscribe to my channel. See you next time. It was Tatiana Dyachenko.